Yo my people, SidhuJr here back with another video, and today we are ranking Liverpool players' season so far. Obviously we're the best team in the world right now, so I'm going to rank our season under Arne Slot. A being obviously the best, D being the worst. Let's get into it. First up, Kelleher. I'm giving him an A for this season. I think when you're looking at it as he's a backup keeper, when he's come in, he's been flawless. For the cup competitions, well, we're in the final of the Carabao Cup. When you look at it as an overall season for a backup keeper, he had a great season. And it's unfortunate we have the best keeper in the world because he's a very good number one for most Premier League teams. On to Alisson now, and I'm giving him a B. I know I just said he was the best keeper in the world, and he is. So for his standards this season, it's a B. He's been injured a decent amount this season. That's about it really. Like, he's just getting a bit more injury prone as he's getting older. In 2025, when a striker is through on goal, I'm still confident that we're not conceding. That's how much faith I have in Alisson after all these years still. But for this season, I give him a B. Alright, that keeper's done. As you can see, I'm just doing like the first teamers. I'm not gonna rate that Niallo guy who came on and get a red card against PSV. He's barely played. I'm picking people that have played a decent whack this season. On to Conor Bradley, and I'm giving him a C this season. It may be a bit harsh considering he tackled Mbappe, but I think C is fair. I think defensively he has looked a bit shaky a few times, especially when you look at the start of the season. Hudson-Odoi, when he cut in and scored, that was Conor Bradley. And then you got the attacking side of it as well. He's just not Trent Alexander-Arnold, you know what I mean? He's just not that kind of player. He's decent, but he's not that kind of player. I think he's had a worse season than he had last season under Klopp. I'm still very happy for him to be our right back next season. On to Trent Alexander-Arnold now, and I'm giving him an A. I think this has been one of Trent's best seasons for us. I get it, not in terms of output, but in terms of as an all-round player, I think he's leveled up this year. Obviously, the defensive bit has been sorted out. Slot has sorted that out. When people say he's still getting skinned, it's only Doku. Apart from that Doku game, defensively, he's been sound all season, and attacking, he's coming inverted a lot more. You're not seeing him on the outside whipping it in anymore. He's doing his role best he can, and he's still getting goals and assists, and it's still Trent Alexander-Arnold. You're still getting an 8 out of 10 from him every week just because of how good of a footballer he is. On to Joe Gomez now, and I've given him a D because I just haven't seen him play. He's been injured for quite a while. Everyone in our team has been good this season. I can't really put people for being shit because they've all been good. Joe Gomez, unfortunately, you're in a D because you're just barely playing, lad. Literally not even his fault. He's injured. But I'm gonna put someone there, bro. Can't just have ABC. That's dead. I'm gonna have ABCD. On to Konate now, and I've given him an A. Oh, I love this man. I love him. He's so sick. Trent vacates his space. Cool. Konate, 2 strides, and he's already at the right back position. So confident with that man there. Like him and Van Dijk, it's an A. Fuck it. Van Dijk, he's an A as well. They're both A's. Let's be real. Virgil and Konate have been the best centre-back pairing this year, bar none. You can maybe say Konate's a bit rash sometimes here and there. Oh no, you got Virgil fucking Van Dijk right next to him. You're chilling. They are so good. I want to find new words. I keep saying sick all the time, but Konate and Van Dijk, you both got an A. On to Quansah now, and I've given him a D. Remember when I said no one's played bad this season? I lied. Quansah this season, when he's been given more than 10-15 minutes at the end of a game, has been shocking. He has not been good this season. From what he was last year, a good, young, promising, up-and-coming defender, Slot does not trust him at all. He only plays him in the pity games. Literally, on the first game of the season, he took him off after 45 minutes. And then when he has played, it's just not been great, so that's why I've given him a D. On to Tsimikas now, and I've given him a C. I think it's been bog standard. Coming in as a backup left-back, he's come in, he's played alright, hasn't been amazing, hasn't been bad, he's just been okay. So it's just a C, bog standard C. On to Robertson, I've also given him a C, but this is because he has been bad, but obviously not horrible. That's why it's not a D. We are getting skinned every game on the left-hand side. Teams are now attacking our left-hand side. Before it would be Trent on the right-hand side. Robertson just flies in recklessly this year. And then also the final ball, what he's been so good at for the last like 5-6 years. His ball coming in, it's always hitting first man, hitting first man. I do unfortunately think this season was the end of Robertson, which is bad because he's been Liverpool's best left back in history, recent history anyway. On to Endo now, and I've given him a B, which was surprising for me. At the start of the season, Slot did not play him at all, barely came off the bench, but recently, since December, Slot has understood Endo. Last 15 minutes just to close a game off. Like when he comes on, not worried anymore. He runs like a dog because he's got 10-15 minutes, he's energized. You never really see him make a foul in a dangerous area. He's always winning the ball cleanly, and if needs be, play him back to Van Dijk, play him back to Konate. Just keep it cool, keep it calm. calm. It's a B for Endo. He's been good this season, man. On to Gravenberch now, and I've given him an A. Of course it's an A. Easiest A of the fucking video. This year he has been immense. The way Slot has transformed him into a 6 has been incredible. He just controls games. I love control. He's controlling games. I've said it a million times over Gravenberch. He's a controller. It's what he does. He just brings calmness to the play, breaks up attacks, long-legged, can dribble. He's literally a Pogba, Dembele, that kind of regen. And he's only 22. We've got him for years to come, and he's just gonna keep getting better and better and better. Gravenberch, obviously, easy A. On to Curtis Jones now, and I've given him a B. I think the introduction of Arne Slot to Liverpool has helped Curtis Jones massively, and you've obviously seen that with his first England call-up. The way Jones likes to play is the exact same as Slot likes to play. The only thing about Jones is still he does not release the ball quick enough. Little bits here and there, that's why it's not an A. It's literally the littlest thing, because he just don't release the ball quick enough sometimes. But apart from that, he's been fantastic. With him in this team, it's just defensively solid, as well as this guy can go on a run if he really wants to. If he wants to, he can dribble around 3 man and slot at bottom corner. Curtis Jones, so far this season, I'm giving him a B. On to Alexis McAllister now, and I've given him an A. He's our best midfielder. He's better than Gravenberch, he's better than Szoboszlai. He allows Gravenberch and Szoboszlai to do what they can do. He can play in the 6, he can play in the 10, he can play in the 8, he can play in the wing. He just does whatever he needs to do, and when we need to break down a low defense, a low block, McAllister's there to just pick out the passes in the middle of the pitch. He's an enabler. He lets everyone else do their job, while he creates the tempo for our team. When McAllister has the ball, I am not scared at all. He's press resistant, and he's got a shot on him as well. Come up with crucial goals against Real Madrid as well this season. McAllister's an A. He's our best midfielder. On to Harvey Elliott now, and I've given him a C. I thought this year under Slot he was going to be a nailed on starter for that number 10 position, because he is another one like McAllister. He's got the technique against the low blocks to pick out the passes, to unpick the defence. When he's come on this season, he unfortunately hasn't taken his chances. Against Plymouth, against PSV, those were his games to kind of take control and show Slot, look, I'm here for the future. And he didn't really do that. He does get the balls in good positions. That's why it's not a D, because he's still got the ability to do that here and there, but I'm just not seeing it enough, which is why it's a C. On to Szoboszlai now, and I've given him a B. I think he has gone up a gear this season, especially in the last few months. He's not an A because he's not getting the goals and assists that a 10 should. But his running power, his work ethic is a reason why we're top of the league and top of the Champions League. Goals and assists, Szoboszlai, you're a 10. We need you to contribute more. Recently, to be fair, he scored in back-to-back games, so he's doing it. But I just need a little bit more of the goal contribution. With me, I like a 10 that can play make. Szoboszlai can't really play make. It's a B. He's been quality this season, but I just need more. On to Chiesa now, and I've given him a D. This might be harsh. Yeah, he was injured for the first half of the season, but he's been available for about 3 months now, and Slot still hasn't picked him. Doesn't really choose him to come on off the bench either. And when he has played the games, like against PSV and Plymouth, didn't do anything. Federico Chiesa against a championship level team should be bossing that pitch, and he was non-existent. From what I've seen from him this season, hasn't been good enough, especially if Salah goes next year. Chiesa as our right winger is not good enough. On to Luis Diaz now, and I've given him a C. At the start of the season, it was an A or a B. He was flying. As the season's gone on, he's just kind of got worse. He's tried playing in the 9, hasn't really worked out. On the left wing, Gakpo, in my opinion, has played better than him this season. He does all the fancy stuff. He gets the ball, can go around players, but then he runs into traffic. His final ball is never good enough. The goals he scores are scruffy. And he's getting on a bit as well, man. I think this has to be the end for Luis Diaz. It's a C. It's a C. He hasn't been great this year, has he? He started great and then just fell off. It's a C. On to Cody Gakpo now, and I've given him a B. It is amazing what players can do when they're playing the right position. When he's not playing at centre forward, when he's not playing in midfield, when Gakpo's on the left wing, he is dangerous. And he's finally using his height. He's realised he's 6'3", and he's winning headers, scoring a lot more headers this year than you've seen before. The transformation of Gakpo this year has been insane. You know what he's going to do. He's going to cut on his right and he's going to slap it towards the goal. Nobody stops him. Gakpo so far for me has been a B, because the step up he's made, and he's our best left winger. He's better than Diaz. He's better than Jota on the wing. He is our best left winger. On to Diogo Jota now, and I've given him a C. He has quality. Everyone knows that. But this year has not been it. He's been injured far too much this year. That has just disrupted his form. At the start of the year, he was good. He was our main striker with Salah and Diaz on the left. That was our front three at the start, and we were scoring goals. We were going crazy. Since these injuries, he started games, looked off it. He's come off the last 10-15 minutes, looked off it. The game's just passing him by. He's getting chances, not scoring. It's a C really, isn't it? On to Darwin Núñez now, and I've given him a C. He has not been good this year. it at all. This has been his worst season for Liverpool so far. The way Slot likes to play, he wants his strikers to come deep and link up the play. Nunez can't do that. He's very, very rush when he gets the ball. There's no composure with him. He's still very raw at 25 years old. But unfortunately, that's just how it is. And Slot's seen that and he just doesn't play him. He can find Salah very well. That is one thing I've noticed. Whenever Salah's on the run, Nunez somehow just finds him with a reverse pass all the time. You gotta respect it for that bit. It's a C for Nunez, man. Everyone this year is gonna step up with Slot. A few players haven't, and Nunez is unfortunately one of them. And finally, onto Mohamed Salah now, and it's an A. It's an A. For the greatest season in Premier League history, it's an A. If he was not in our team, we would be fighting for top 4, maybe. He's been that influential for us. He's scoring goals, he's creating goals. If he doesn't come away with a goal and assist, he's vexed. What do you want me to say that everyone else hasn't already? He is incredible. He's quality. He's our greatest ever player. We need to keep him this summer. He's been that good. Ballon d'Or charge, everyone knows it. It's an A for Mohamed Salah. And those are my rankings for Liverpool's season so far. I feel like I was very harsh because yes, we're top of the league, but there's still things players can improve on. Anyway, let me know if you agree in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, all of that. I'll see you in a bit, and love.